Hello dear viewers. Today's story reveals a shocking secret about Lytuca's mother, who was believed to have died in a fire years ago but has actually been living undercover as the crime boss's senior assistant, quietly plotting revenge. Join Lytuca and Henry as they search for her and fight for justice in this intense and emotional journey. If you love dramatic and heartfelt stories, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any exciting videos coming up. Lytuca and Henry had always believed that her parents perished in the tragic fire 15 years ago, an incident orchestrated by the crime syndicate's kingpin to silence any loose ends after a covert operation. Ever since he was a police cadet, Henry secretly reopened the case file and quickly noticed too many inconsistencies, conflicting witness testimonies, lack of concrete evidence about the victims' identities, and most importantly, Lytuca's mother's ashes were never conclusively recovered. During a revisit to the evidence storage unit related to the case, Henry accidentally stumbled upon a charred device long forgotten. Inside it was a hard drive containing surveillance data from the family estate. After days of painstaking recovery and decoding, the footage finally played. The early frames were blurry, just the dark, smoke-filled courtyard. But at 2:16 a.m., just minutes before the recorded explosion, both of them froze. A black, unmarked vehicle sped up to the front gate. Two men in black stepped out, carrying what looked like a bundled figure, a woman, unconscious or sedated. They didn't enter the house. Instead, they swiftly placed her in the back seat and disappeared into the night. Exactly 12 minutes later, the villa went up in flames. Lytuca's heart felt like it had stopped. She couldn't believe her eyes. That woman, her posture, the long, flowing hair, even the faint outline of her face, it was her mother. With trembling fingers, she paused the footage on every possible frame, every angle. Deep in her heart, in her bones, she knew her mother did not die in that fire. Someone had taken her away, but why? And who? Henry was skeptical at first, but the more he analyzed the timestamps, movements, and figure in the video, the more he began to believe her. No one could fake that kind of reaction, the raw emotion of a daughter standing face to face with the hope she thought had died long ago. The question was no longer who caused the fire, but where is that woman now? And why has she never returned to find her daughter? From a few subtle clues in the footage, Henry began cross-referencing personnel data linked to the kingpin. One name stood out, Duong Lin, a newly appointed senior assistant in the syndicate's top corporation. Highly discreet, never photographed publicly, her file was strangely incomplete. Using facial recognition AI to compare Duong Lin with photos of Lytuca's mother from years ago, a shocking result appeared on screen, 92% match. The air in the room grew cold. A wild, terrifying theory began to form. What if Lytuca's mother wasn't just alive, but was now living under a new identity, working right beside the very man who had destroyed their family? Lytuca and Henry secretly followed every move of Mrs. Duong Lin in the shadows, their hearts pounding whenever they saw her appear in the covert footage they had recorded. She was not only the senior assistant to the crime boss but also the one holding many crucial strategic secrets of the criminal empire, the mastermind behind shocking decisions that shook the underworld, known to very few. Her sharpness, coldness, and precise calculations sent chills down their spines each time they observed her. In a secretly recorded meeting, Kai heard words that choked her, her heart tightening, "Just as you took away the husband I loved, I will take away everything you have left." These words were not just a threat but a declaration of war, a sharp dagger piercing her soul, because the mother who was thought to have perished was still alive, silently orchestrating a cold revenge. Kai realized that her mother not only survived the fire years ago but vanished into the shadows, changed her name and identity, suppressing all feelings and maternal emotions to focus on a meticulous plan for revenge. She chose to stay close to the enemy, under the mask of a loyal assistant, gradually seizing power within the empire and eliminating key figures in the crime syndicate led by the boss. No traces, no suspicions, only terrifying silence. Mrs. Duong-Lin accepted losing her beloved daughter, accepting that Kai couldn't know the truth at this time because even a small slip could shatter the entire plan that had been carefully crafted for over a decade. She sacrificed everything to ensure the perfect revenge, to wipe out the one who destroyed their family, to bring justice for her late husband and herself. Kai stood in the shadows, her heart filled with conflicting emotions, sorrow, anger, and profound admiration for her strong and cold mother. She knew the path ahead was full of dangers, and every step had to be taken with utmost caution. Henry could not hide his astonishment either. He thought silently, Mrs. Duong-Lin is not only a woman of a painful past but also a silent warrior in this treacherous battle. They both decided to keep all information secret, carefully planning how to approach Kai's mother without arousing her suspicion. The following days were a continuous string of surveillance, gathering information, and analyzing every move of Mrs. Duong-Lin and the crime boss. Kai and Henry faced not only external enemies but also struggled with their complex emotions, the pain of seeing her mother living under the enemy's guise, the internal conflict between maternal love and hatred, and above all, the fragile hope of one day reuniting the family. The underground war grew more intense than ever, as every move Mrs. Duong-Lin made was not only a calculated step for revenge but also a great challenge for Kai and Henry, the ones who wanted to protect the mother while wisely and safely dismantling the criminal network. In the darkness, when the city lights dimmed in the distance, Kai silently whispered, "Mom, no matter how long it takes, I won't let you be alone. We will rewrite our destiny together." Kai could no longer hold back her emotions. The ache inside her was unbearable. She longed to embrace her mother, to scream out all the pain and sorrow that had piled up over the years. But Henry stopped her firmly, his voice low and urgent. "If you meet her now, everything will collapse. The lives of all three of us will be in danger." The weight of his words pressed heavily on Kai's heart. She understood the danger, but the yearning to be reunited with her mother was overwhelming. They stood frozen in hesitation, torn between caution and hope. Suddenly, chaos erupted. A surprise raid erupted within the crime boss's inner circle. Someone had uncovered a high-level traitor and issued orders to hunt down all suspects ruthlessly. The compound exploded into a frenzy of smoke and fire as gunshots rang out from every corner. In the midst of the violent purge, Tukai finally came face to face with her mother. Their eyes locked. The first glance between them in so many years was filled with a mixture of disbelief, relief, and profound love, as if no time had passed at all. Without hesitation, they embraced tightly, tears streaming down their faces despite the bullets whizzing past and the blood staining the ground. Though wounded, the mother managed to pull out a small hidden hard drive and press it into Henry's hand. It contained crucial evidence, documents, videos, and records exposing the entire criminal operation, money laundering, murder, and the brutal silencing of witnesses orchestrated by the crime boss over many years. Her sacrifice was clear. To ensure that the three of them could escape safely, she chose to stay behind, becoming the final bait to block their pursuers. Her pain and determination mingled in the moment. They all understood the stakes. Tukai and Henry fled through the chaos, hearts pounding, clutching the vital evidence that could bring down the empire. The weight of loss hung heavy, but so did the fierce hope that justice might finally be within reach. As the sirens wailed in the distance, Tukai whispered through tears, "Mom, I'll carry your strength with me. We will end this for you, for Dad, and for us." Henry nodded silently, his resolve hardened. The road ahead was dangerous and uncertain, but together, they would fight to bring the truth to light.